Doug Maurice, Bill Landis, Ari Wasserman, game picks, Ohio State, Indiana, Saturday, 3:30 in Bloomington. Let's get to it. Ari Wasserman, what do you got, Hoosiers or Buckeyes?
Ohio State 38, Indiana 12.
Isn't that the exact same score?
I was trying to make fun of Bill because he was one off last week.
Because Bill, last week, to your credit, tell the people.
Oh, I said 38-13, and it was 38-12.
Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, that wasn't my real score. I think Ohio State. Can I pick 50 again? 49-24. I think that Indiana has not played very many good teams, and by not very many, that's 0. And I just think that. I mean, I guess I just keep picking they're going to score a lot of points until they do, because Ohio State's returned the entire offense from a national championship team, and Indiana is Indiana. So I think Ohio State's going to bounce out of that funk, and they kind of took one step last week closer to completely breaking through, and they didn't. So a little bit more continuity in the offense and getting familiar, and I think Ohio State's got a big performance in their opener.
Shocking lack of respect for Wake Forest from Ari Wasserman. Probably the best team that Indiana's played so far. Bill Landis, what you got?
I'm going to pick a close one. Ohio State 42, Indiana 35. I think you and I have been pretty big on Indiana. Not big, but respect the fact that they have a good offense, and we said that even before the season started. This is the best offense. This could be the best offense they see outside of Michigan State. They have a lot of firepower, Indiana does, and I know it's a 3-touchdown spread, but I think we saw last week that there are some holes on the Ohio State defense. I think Indiana could put up some yards. They'll have to capitalize on those yards, obviously, but I think this is a much closer game than people think, and Ohio State wins it by a touchdown.
Wow, you're making some stuff up there. Close game. I'm going to pick Indiana to beat Ohio State, and people are going to think I'm crazy, and I can respect the fact that you think I'm crazy, but I'm going to go Indiana 38, Ohio State 36. And before the season, I picked Ohio State to lose one regular season game on their way to winning the national championship, and I picked it not to be Michigan State. I picked it to be the game you never saw coming. And this is it. Because if it's going to be one of those games, they're not going to lose to Illinois, Maryland, or Rutgers. And Michigan and Michigan State are going to be legitimate tests. So there's only 3 games that could fit this profile. It's Indiana, Penn State, or Minnesota. And given what's happened, I'm going to pick this game at Indiana. I do 5 reasons. Bill and I do 5 reasons each week that Ohio State will win and the opponent will win. And a lot of times the reasons the opponent will win are just like nice little feature stories or kind of jokes, and people get mad and say, I can't believe you gave 5 reasons Hawaii would win. It's kind of like, listen, man, that's what we do. Go read the 5 reasons, because I have more than 5. But what I'll say here is I think it's possible that we falsely believe that Ohio State has figured it out. And Western Michigan moved the ball last week, and if they didn't have 2 holding calls on their center, they might have scored 2 touchdowns because they got in the red zone twice and then ended up basically with nothing. That could have changed that game. And what Bill said with Nate Sudfeld at quarterback, Jordan Howard at running back, some, I think, NFL-level talent on the offensive line, I think this is an offense that can put some points on the board. And if Ohio State puts the ball on the ground or Cardale Jones throws some picks, everything has to go right for Indiana. Things have to go wrong for Ohio State. But I think we could be looking at potentially this would be one of the greater upsets in Ohio State history. Wouldn't mean the end of their season, because I'm going to pick them to lose this game. If they lose it, I still think they'll win the national championship. But sometimes things happen that you don't expect. And I think that could be Saturday. So go ahead and make fun of me. Ari, do you want to make fun of me first?
You guys just always gang up on me. I'm always the guy that's on the other side of this deep thinking over here.
But really, honestly, you don't want to be with this.
No, not this week.
No.
Not this week.
So we'll see what happens. You can feel free to comment about these picks, as you can every week. I'm assuming some people have some comments. But as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for reading. He's Ari. He's Bill. And I'm some guy. Thanks for watching at cleveland.com.